For years, health experts, fitness trainers, and diet gurus have all praised Greek yogurt as one of the best foods to support lean muscle growth and recovery. It's marketed as the ultimate protein-rich snack, ideal for breakfast or post-workout meals, and people across the world have embraced it as part of their daily routine. But what if this widely trusted food isn't actually the most effective at combating one of the most silent yet devastating processes in the human body, muscle loss caused by aging, known as sarcopenia? What if there's another food, one that's just as creamy, far more nourishing, and surprisingly more potent when it comes to preserving and rebuilding muscle tissue overnight? The truth is that muscle decline doesn't happen suddenly. It begins slowly and quietly, often without us even noticing until it's too late. Sarcopenia begins as early as our 30s and accelerates with age. Each year after that, we can lose up to 1% of our muscle mass, and by the time we reach our 60s, that loss can be as high as 30%. It's not just about losing strength or size. It's about losing the very tissue that keeps our metabolism active, our balance stable, and our body functioning efficiently. When muscle declines, energy levels drop, joints become unstable, posture weakens, and even the immune system suffers. It's one of the key drivers behind fatigue, frailty, and slower recovery after injury or illness. But here's the fascinating part. Sarcopenia isn't just caused by getting older. It's largely influenced by what we feed our cells every single day. Inside our muscles are trillions of microscopic structures called mitochondria, tiny power generators that produce energy for every contraction, movement, and repair process. As we age, these mitochondria weaken, and their ability to produce energy declines. The result? Our muscles don't regenerate as quickly, and protein synthesis slows down. Most people assume that the solution is simply to eat more protein, which is why Greek yogurt became so popular. But not all proteins are the same, and the speed at which they digest and deliver amino acids to our muscles can make a profound difference. Greek yogurt contains primarily whey protein, which digests very quickly. It's useful after a workout when your body needs an immediate supply of amino acids, but for long-term repair, especially during sleep, fast protein isn't enough. At night, your body enters a deep restorative phase where it rebuilds and strengthens tissue. This is when muscle fibers recover from daily wear and tear. But during those long hours without food, your body can run out of amino acids if it only has access to fast-digesting protein. When that happens, instead of building new tissue, it may begin breaking down existing muscle for fuel. This is where the secret lies. The type of protein you eat before bed can either protect your muscle or accelerate its decline. The creamy food that outperforms Greek yogurt works differently. It delivers a slow, steady release of amino acids over several hours, providing the muscles with exactly what they need when the body is in full repair mode. Another critical aspect often overlooked is the relationship between hormones, inflammation, and muscle metabolism. As we age, our levels of growth hormone and testosterone naturally decrease, which means our ability to build and retain muscle diminishes. At the same time, inflammation increases, especially if the diet includes processed foods, refined sugars, and unhealthy fats. This chronic inflammation interferes with muscle regeneration, signaling the body to break down tissue faster than it rebuilds it. To counter this process, we need foods that don't just provide protein, but also combat inflammation and restore hormonal balance. The creamy food in question is naturally rich in nutrients that support this delicate system. It contains high-quality proteins, healthy fats, and bioactive compounds that work together to lower inflammation and promote anabolic muscle-building activity throughout the night. What makes this food even more remarkable is its amino acid profile. Proteins are made up of building blocks called amino acids, and among them, one stands out as the most powerful for muscle repair. Leucine acts as a trigger, sending a direct message to the body to begin the process of muscle protein synthesis. While Greek yogurt contains leucine, the creamy alternative has a higher concentration that's released more gradually, meaning your muscles stay in a rebuilding state for longer. This extended supply of leucine is crucial for people who want to combat sarcopenia because the body's ability to respond to protein diminishes with age. Older muscles become less sensitive to protein intake, a phenomenon known as anabolic resistance. The key to overcoming this resistance is not just eating more protein, but ensuring the body has a continuous flow of it during the hours when it needs it most. during rest and recovery. Beyond the protein advantage, this creamy food contains a rich combination of micronutrients that work synergistically to preserve muscle mass and overall health. It's a good source of calcium and phosphorus, minerals that strengthen both bones and muscles. Strong bones are essential because they provide the framework that supports muscle attachment and movement. When bones weaken, muscles lose their structural support, increasing the risk of injury and limiting mobility. The creamy food also provides vitamin B12, which plays a vital role in red blood cell production and nerve function. Adequate B12 ensures that oxygen delivery to muscle tissue remains efficient, helping maintain energy levels, and endurance. Deficiency in this vitamin is common among older adults and can contribute to fatigue, weakness, and muscle atrophy. Another overlooked factor is gut health. Most people don't realize that the gut microbiome, the community of beneficial bacteria in our intestines, directly influences muscle growth and recovery. A healthy gut improves nutrient absorption, ensuring that every gram of protein and every essential vitamin is utilized efficiently. The creamy food supports gut health naturally, as it contains probiotics that balance the digestive system and reduce inflammation throughout the body. When the gut is balanced, it sends stronger metabolic signals to the muscles, enhances insulin sensitivity, and improves overall nutrient delivery. This connection between the gut and muscles, sometimes referred to as the gut-muscle axis, plays a critical role in reversing sarcopenia. The texture and composition of this food also make it ideal for people who struggle with appetite or digestion, which often becomes a problem as we age. Its creaminess makes it easy to eat, and its slow-release protein helps prevent the feeling of hunger during the night. Instead of the body tapping into its own muscle reserves for energy, it uses the nutrients from this food to stay nourished and anabolic. This not only protects muscle tissue, but also helps maintain metabolic rate, which tends to decline as muscle mass decreases. A higher metabolic rate means the body burns fat more efficiently and sustains energy levels throughout the day. Muscle preservation isn't just about looking fit or feeling strong. It's about maintaining independence, vitality, and quality of life. Every movement, from climbing stairs to lifting groceries, depends on muscle strength. When we lose that foundation, the risk of falls, fractures, and chronic fatigue increases dramatically. By feeding the body the right kind of nutrients before sleep, we give it the tools to rebuild, regenerate, and resist the natural decline that aging brings. The creamy food's slow-digesting proteins, essential amino acids, and supportive minerals provide exactly the nourishment needed to keep the body in repair mode all night long. So while Greek yogurt has its place as a healthy food, it doesn't match the unique biological timing and muscle-supporting properties of this other creamy powerhouse. It's a food that works quietly while you rest, nourishing your cells, strengthening your fibers, and supporting the mitochondria that keep your muscles alive and functional. It's not about trends or marketing. It's about biochemistry and the understanding that the human body thrives on consistency, quality, and balance. This creamy food offers all of that. The perfect nighttime fuel that the body can rely on to fight sarcopenia from the inside out. This creamy food, cottage cheese, stands out not because it's trendy or exotic, but because of the way it interacts with the body's natural rhythms of repair and regeneration. Unlike Greek yogurt, which delivers a quick burst of protein, cottage cheese provides a slow, sustained release of amino acids that nourish muscle tissue for hours. The secret lies in its primary protein, casein. Casein is a slow-digesting protein that forms a gentle, thick clot in the stomach, allowing a gradual release of nutrients into the bloodstream. This steady flow of amino acids makes it ideal to consume before bedtime, ensuring that muscles have a constant supply of building blocks throughout the night. While people sleep, their bodies enter a deep anabolic phase, the period when tissues are repaired, hormones are regulated, and energy stores are replenished. Consuming cottage cheese before this phase begins transforms sleep into an active time of restoration, allowing the body to rebuild stronger and healthier muscle fibers. What makes this process so powerful is that muscle repair happens predominantly during sleep. The body's levels of growth hormone, a critical element in muscle recovery and cellular repair, rise significantly at night. But for this hormone to do its job effectively, it needs amino acids available in the bloodstream. If you go to bed on an empty stomach or after eating fast-digesting proteins, those amino acids are depleted long before the repair process is complete. That's why many people wake up feeling weak or fatigued despite eating well during the day. Their muscles simply ran out of raw material to rebuild overnight. Cottage cheese solves this problem naturally. Its slow absorption rate maintains a steady supply of nutrients, keeping the body in a positive nitrogen balance while you sleep. Beyond protein, cottage cheese is rich in leucine, the amino acid that acts as a powerful signal for muscle synthesis. Leucine triggers a metabolic switch inside cells that tells the body to begin building new muscle tissue. This process is called the mTOR pathway, the central hub of muscle growth regulation. When leucine levels rise, the mTOR pathway activates and muscle protein synthesis begins. The beauty of cottage cheese lies in how it releases leucine gradually, ensuring that this switch stays turned on for an extended period. In contrast, foods like Greek yogurt cause a rapid spike in amino acids followed by a quick decline, meaning the muscle building signal doesn't last as long. This difference may seem small, but over time, it can significantly affect how well your body maintains and rebuilds muscle tissue. The benefits of cottage cheese go beyond its protein structure. It's also loaded with essential nutrients that support muscle metabolism from multiple angles. Calcium, for instance, is not only vital for bone strength, but also for muscle contraction. Every time a muscle fiber moves, calcium ions are released and reabsorbed in a tightly controlled rhythm. Adequate calcium ensures smooth and efficient muscle movement, reducing the risk of cramps, spasms, and fatigue. Phosphorus, another mineral found abundantly in cottage cheese, plays a key role in energy production by helping convert nutrients into usable ATP, the energy currency of cells. Without enough phosphorus, muscles cannot function optimally, leading to weakness and slower recovery. Vitamin B12, another nutrient in cottage cheese, supports red blood cell production and nerve function. Red blood cells carry oxygen to every muscle fiber, fueling cellular respiration and endurance. Strong, oxygen-rich muscles perform better, heal faster, and resist fatigue longer. As we age, B12 absorption decreases naturally, and deficiency becomes common, leading to symptoms such as tiredness, weakness, and even numbness in the limbs. By including cottage cheese in the evening diet, you replenish B12 levels and enhance the body's capacity to deliver oxygen efficiently to working muscles. This small change can make a profound difference in overall vitality, energy, and performance. But perhaps one of the most overlooked aspects of this creamy food is its impact on gut health. Cottage cheese contains beneficial bacteria that help maintain a healthy microbiome. The gut isn't just responsible for digestion. It plays a critical role in regulating inflammation and immunity, both of which influence muscle health. When the gut is imbalanced, inflammation increases throughout the body, interfering with muscle regeneration and accelerating tissue breakdown. By supporting gut bacteria, cottage cheese indirectly supports muscle growth and repair. A balanced microbiome improves nutrient absorption, ensuring that every gram of protein, every mineral, and every vitamin from your diet is fully utilized. This gut-muscle connection is now recognized as one of the most important factors in preventing sarcopenia and maintaining metabolic health. Another reason cottage cheese is such a powerful food is its fat content, especially when you choose the full-fat version. Healthy fats provide the building blocks for hormones, including testosterone and growth hormone, both of which play vital roles in maintaining muscle mass. As people age, these hormones decline naturally, but supplying the body with the right nutrients can help stabilize their levels. Full-fat dairy also contains conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a type of fatty acid that has been shown to improve muscle retention and promote fat metabolism. CLA works by enhancing the body's ability to use stored fat for energy while preserving lean muscle tissue. This dual action makes it especially beneficial for those who want to maintain strength without gaining excess weight. Cottage cheese is also versatile and can be combined with other nutrient-dense foods to amplify its effects. For example, pairing it with antioxidant-rich berries adds polyphenols, which help reduce oxidative stress in muscle cells. Oxidative stress is one of the main culprits behind cellular aging and muscle degradation. By neutralizing free radicals, antioxidants protect the mitochondria, the energy powerhouses of the cell, allowing them to continue producing ATP efficiently when mitochondria function properly. Muscles regenerate faster, recover from fatigue more easily, and maintain strength longer. Adding a sprinkle of flax seeds or chia seeds to cottage cheese introduces omega-3 fatty acids, which have powerful anti-inflammatory properties. These healthy fats further support cellular repair and enhance the fluidity of cell membranes. improving nutrient transport and communication between muscle cells. Timing is another crucial factor in how effectively cottage cheese supports muscle recovery. Consuming it about 30 to 60 minutes before bed ensures that digestion begins just as your body is transitioning into deep sleep. This timing synchronizes nutrient absorption with the body's natural repair cycle. During sleep, cortisol levels, the stress hormone that promotes muscle breakdown, drop, while anabolic hormones like growth hormone and melatonin rise. The combination of these factors creates an ideal environment for tissue renewal. The slow-release proteins from cottage cheese maintain this anabolic state for hours, making every hour of sleep more restorative. Instead of simply resting, your body uses the night as an opportunity to rebuild this slow-digesting, nutrient-packed food. Also supports people who struggle with late-night hunger or blood sugar fluctuations. Its balance of protein and fat helps stabilize blood sugar levels, preventing the dips that often trigger cravings or restless sleep. Stable blood sugar means more consistent energy, better hormone regulation, and improved recovery. Unlike sugary snacks or refined carbs often consumed before bed, cottage cheese nourishes the body without causing spikes and crashes. This metabolic stability has a cascading effect on muscle health, hormone balance, and overall longevity. One of the most remarkable things about this food is that it doesn't rely on synthetic additives or complicated formulas. It's simple, natural, and easily accessible. Yet it provides results that rival or surpass expensive supplements. Many people spend money on protein powders and recovery shakes that promise muscle repair, but the body often processes these too quickly to be effective overnight. Cottage cheese, on the other hand, aligns with the body's natural digestive pace, making it a smarter, more efficient source of nourishment. This isn't about chasing quick fixes, but about working with biology, supporting the natural rhythms that keep muscle tissue alive, resilient, and adaptable. Every spoonful of this creamy food delivers a combination of protein, minerals, vitamins, probiotics, and healthy fats. A complete nutritional package for muscle restoration. It's not just a snack, it's a form of overnight nourishment that keeps the muscles in a state of renewal while you rest. By understanding how this food works in harmony with your body's internal processes, you can transform something as simple as your evening meal into a powerful tool for reversing sarcopenia and preserving strength for years to come. Beyond its protein and nutrient profile, what makes this creamy food truly remarkable is its effect on the body's deeper metabolic systems. The process of reversing sarcopenia isn't just about feeding the muscles, it's about reprogramming how the body uses energy, repairs tissue, and balances inflammation. Every spoonful of this food delivers a quiet but powerful impact on cellular function. It provides the essential fuel for mitochondria, those tiny powerhouses within each muscle cell that determine how efficiently we convert nutrients into usable energy. When mitochondria weaken with age, the muscles lose their ability to generate force and endurance. But the combination of amino acids, calcium, and phosphorus found in this food directly supports mitochondrial health, stimulating the production of new mitochondria while protecting existing ones from oxidative stress. The result is more energy, stronger contractions, and faster recovery. Inside the muscle fibers, protein synthesis is a complex dance between destruction and renewal. Every day, old or damaged proteins are broken down and replaced with new ones. When this balance tilts toward breakdown, sarcopenia accelerates. But the steady amino acid supply from this creamy food helps restore equilibrium. Casein's slow digestion rate means that for up to 7 hours after eating, the bloodstream maintains a consistent level of amino acids. This is critical because muscle repair is not a quick process. It's a continuous, minute-by-minute effort that depends on constant nutrient availability. As these amino acids circulate, they're taken up by muscle cells and used to build new fibers, repair microtears, and strengthen connective tissues. This steady stream of building material creates the perfect anabolic environment for rejuvenation. Another important benefit lies in the hormonal balance. This food helps support, as people age, the body's anabolic hormones like growth hormone, testosterone, and insulin like growth factor 1 decline. These hormones are essential for maintaining lean muscle and reducing fat accumulation. The nutrients in this creamy food naturally stimulate these hormones during sleep. When their activity peaks, the slow release of protein keeps insulin stable, preventing spikes that can interfere with growth hormone production. Meanwhile, the amino acids enhance the release of natural anabolic signals, amplifying the effects of nighttime repair. Instead of a period of fasting and breakdown, the body experiences a prolonged window of recovery and regeneration. Inflammation is another hidden driver of muscle loss, often overlooked in discussions about sarcopenia, chronic low-grade inflammation caused by stress, poor diet, or environmental toxins, releases molecules that break down muscle tissue and block new growth. The nutrients in this creamy food help counter that process in multiple ways. Its probiotics reduce gut-derived inflammation by restoring the balance of beneficial bacteria, which in turn decreases the production of harmful inflammatory compounds. Its calcium content helps regulate the signaling pathways that control inflammation in muscle tissue. The natural fats in the full-fat version also provide anti-inflammatory benefits, helping restore balance between omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids in the body. Together, these actions create a biological environment where muscle fibers are protected rather than degraded. The connection between this creamy food and brain function is another layer of its benefits that indirectly supports muscle health. The nervous system plays a vital role in controlling muscle activity, strength, and coordination. As the brain and nerves age, communication with muscle fibers becomes less efficient, leading to slower reflexes and weaker contractions. The B vitamins and healthy fats in this food nourish the nervous system, improving the signaling between brain and muscle. This ensures that the body's movements remain fluid and responsive, which not only enhances performance but also reduces the risk of injury and falls, a major concern in older adults affected by sarcopenia. In addition to these internal mechanisms, the creamy texture and digestibility of this food make it uniquely suited for people who struggle with appetite loss or difficulty chewing, which often accompanies aging. Many older adults fail to meet their protein requirements simply because they find it hard to eat solid foods or heavy meals. The soft, creamy consistency makes this food easy to consume even in small amounts, yet it delivers a powerful dose of nutrients. This ease of digestion also means less stress on the digestive system, allowing for better nutrient absorption. Unlike processed protein shakes filled with additives, this natural food provides nourishment that the body recognizes and utilizes efficiently. Another overlooked advantage is how it interacts with blood sugar regulation. Stable blood sugar levels are essential for maintaining muscle mass because frequent spikes and drops trigger hormonal imbalances that favor fat storage over muscle preservation. The combination of slow digesting protein and natural fat in this creamy food helps keep blood sugar stable throughout the night. When blood sugar remains balanced, insulin sensitivity improves, meaning the body can use nutrients more effectively to build and repair tissue instead of storing them as fat. This stable metabolic environment helps protect lean muscle even in periods of calorie deficit, which is critical for those trying to lose weight without sacrificing strength. The benefits extend beyond individual muscle cells to the entire musculoskeletal system. Muscles and bones work in synergy, constantly communicating through hormonal and mechanical signals. When muscles contract, they send messages to bones that stimulate bone formation. And when bones are strong, they provide the foundation for muscle attachment and stability. The nutrients in this creamy food, especially calcium, phosphorus, and protein, support this partnership. Calcium and phosphorus fortify bone density, while protein strengthens the tendons and ligaments that anchor muscles to the skeleton. This harmony between muscle and bone helps prevent the frailty and brittleness that often accompany aging. Mitochondrial repair, hormonal balance, anti-inflammatory support, and bone strengthening. These processes all converge when this food becomes a regular part of an evening routine. But there's another aspect that adds to its effectiveness: the body's circadian rhythm. Every cell in the body operates on a biological clock that dictates when it repairs, when it rests, and when it regenerates. The timing of nutrient intake influences how well these rhythms function. Eating this creamy food at night aligns perfectly with the body's natural cycle of repair, amplifying the effects of sleep and enhancing cellular regeneration. The body thrives on consistency, and when nutrients arrive at the same time each night, it adapts by optimizing digestion, hormone release, and protein synthesis around that pattern. This synchronization also benefits metabolic efficiency. Over time, the body becomes more skilled at utilizing protein when it's delivered in this slow, steady manner. It learns to absorb, store, and release amino acids in perfect balance with muscle demand. This metabolic intelligence not only improves muscle quality, but also boosts overall energy and vitality. People who consume this food regularly before bed often notice not just improved strength, but also better sleep quality and morning alertness. Because the body is properly nourished during rest, sleep becomes more restorative, and the energy produced from efficient mitochondrial function carries over into the next day, making physical activity easier and more enjoyable. This creamy food also plays a subtle but important role in supporting the immune system, which indirectly protects muscle tissue. During illness or stress, the body breaks down muscle protein to supply amino acids for immune cell production. By maintaining a consistent intake of slow-digesting protein, the immune system always has a ready supply of building blocks, reducing the need to cannibalize muscle tissue. Its probiotics further enhance immunity by strengthening the gut barrier and preventing harmful bacteria from entering the bloodstream. This comprehensive protection means that even in times of physical strain or reduced appetite, the body can maintain muscle integrity and recover faster from stress. Finally, one of the most remarkable features of this food is its adaptability. It can be eaten plain or combined with other nutrient-rich foods to create synergistic effects. Mixing it with berries enhances its antioxidant potential, reducing oxidative stress that accelerates aging. Adding a drizzle of honey provides a small, steady source of glucose to fuel the brain during sleep without spiking blood sugar. Incorporating nuts or seeds adds magnesium and zinc, minerals essential for muscle contraction and repair. Each combination not only enhances flavor, but also increases the depth of nutrition delivered to the body. This flexibility allows it to fit seamlessly into any diet, whether the goal is to gain strength, maintain muscle, or simply age gracefully while preserving vitality. Each of these factors, protein, timing, nutrient synergy, hormonal support, and cellular protection, work together to explain why this simple, creamy food surpasses Greek yogurt in its ability to combat muscle loss. It doesn't act as a quick fix, but as a consistent, biologically aligned solution that supports the body's natural systems of renewal. It's not just nourishment. It's a tool for regeneration, a nightly ritual that fuels the muscles, stabilizes metabolism, and restores strength from within to truly reverse sarcopenia. It's not just about what you eat. It's about how you combine timing, nutrient balance, and cellular activation to work in harmony with your body's natural repair cycle. The creamy food that replaces Greek yogurt does exactly that. When consumed before sleep, it sets off a series of biological events that continue for hours while the body rests. During this time, the slow-release proteins in the food ensure a steady supply of amino acids flows into the bloodstream, feeding muscle cells that are actively rebuilding from daily wear. This process is subtle but powerful, creating an internal environment of continuous renewal rather than depletion. Each cell receives what it needs to mend microscopic tears in muscle fibers, strengthen connective tissues, and replace old proteins with new ones. Over time, this nightly restoration accumulates, resulting in visible and measurable changes in muscle tone, energy, and endurance. This creamy food also influences the body's muscle architecture in a way that few others do. As muscles age, their fibers become less dense and lose their ability to contract with strength. The slow-digesting protein in this food provides the raw materials needed to rebuild those fibers, restoring thickness and elasticity. Casein, the main protein it contains, binds with water and forms a gel-like substance in the stomach, slowing digestion and ensuring that the release of amino acids matches the body's repair rhythm. This extended release mirrors how the body naturally wants to recover. Slowly, methodically, and continuously throughout the night, it prevents catabolism, the breakdown of muscle tissue that occurs when amino acid levels drop too low during long fasting periods, especially while sleeping. In essence, this creamy food acts like an overnight support system for muscle regeneration. The effects of eating this food before bed also extend beyond muscle tissue to the broader systems that govern vitality and longevity. When amino acids are available throughout the night, they help regulate the production of key hormones that influence not only muscle growth, but also metabolism and fat storage. Growth hormone secretion peaks during deep sleep, and having a steady supply of protein enhances its effects. This hormone is responsible for stimulating the synthesis of new proteins and for mobilizing fat stores to provide energy for tissue repair. The body enters a state where it's both rebuilding and cleansing, using stored fat for energy while strengthening muscle tissue. This dual action supports lean muscle maintenance while reducing excess fat, which further improves mobility and energy balance. The benefits of this creamy food also touch on how the body handles inflammation and recovery after physical activity. When muscles experience strain, whether from exercise, daily movement, or even stress, They release inflammatory markers that trigger the healing process. But when inflammation becomes chronic, it can block regeneration and accelerate aging. The combination of protein, calcium, and probiotics in this food helps modulate this inflammatory response. The amino acids support tissue repair, calcium assists in regulating nerve impulses that control muscle contraction, and probiotics improve gut balance, lowering systemic inflammation. This three-way synergy not only accelerates recovery, but also ensures that the body heals efficiently without unnecessary tissue breakdown. As the muscles grow stronger, something profound happens to the body's overall function. Metabolism improves because muscle tissue burns more calories at rest than fat tissue does. Even small increases in muscle mass can significantly raise resting metabolic rate, helping maintain healthy body weight and preventing the energy slumps that often accompany aging. Strong muscles also stabilize blood sugar levels by absorbing glucose more effectively, which supports energy balance and reduces the risk of insulin resistance. This means that the same creamy food that supports muscle repair at night indirectly supports metabolic health during the day. It creates a feedback loop where better muscle function leads to better energy use, which in turn fuels more activity, which again reinforces muscle preservation. This food's high calcium and phosphorus content plays another critical role in maintaining physical integrity. Calcium strengthens bones, but it also facilitates muscle contractions by regulating how nerve signals reach muscle fibers. Without enough calcium, contractions become weak and uncoordinated, leading to fatigue and reduced performance. Phosphorus, on the other hand, helps generate ATP, the molecule that powers every movement in the body. By supplying these minerals in the right ratio, this creamy food ensures that muscles and bones work in perfect synchrony. This connection between muscular strength and skeletal support becomes increasingly important as the body ages, since bone density and muscle mass often decline together. When both are supported nutritionally, the entire physical structure remains more resilient and resistant to injury. Another underappreciated aspect of this food is its psychological impact. The process of aging can often lead to frustration or anxiety about physical decline, but incorporating a simple, effective ritual like eating this nourishing food before bed can restore a sense of control. Knowing that the body is being fueled and repaired during sleep creates a mindset of confidence and self-care. Better sleep quality follows, not just from the nutrients themselves, but also from the calming, grounding act of consuming something rich and satisfying before rest. Stable blood sugar and steady amino acid levels prevent nighttime awakenings, allowing for deeper sleep cycles. This restorative rest further amplifies the muscle building and repair processes that take place overnight. This food's natural balance of macronutrients also enhances the body's hydration and electrolyte balance, which are crucial for muscle function. Muscles are about 75% water, and the electrolytes, particularly calcium, potassium, and sodium, help maintain the delicate fluid balance necessary for contractions. The proteins in this food attract and hold water within cells, keeping them hydrated and flexible. This cellular hydration is a key factor in preventing cramps and maintaining smooth, coordinated movements. The inclusion of sodium and potassium in natural ratios also supports nerve signaling and prevents the fatigue that often comes from dehydration or mineral loss. Its probiotics and fermented components further extend its reach into immune health, which indirectly supports muscle preservation. A strong immune system reduces the frequency of illness and inflammation that can drain energy and lead to muscle wasting. These beneficial bacteria strengthen the gut lining, enhance nutrient absorption, and communicate with immune cells through chemical messengers that calm excessive inflammatory reactions. By maintaining this balance, the immune system stays efficient, and the body remains in a state of readiness for regeneration rather than defense. The way this food interacts with the body's circadian rhythm also gives it an edge over other protein sources. Our internal clocks control when certain metabolic processes occur, and nighttime is when repair takes priority. The slow-digesting protein fits naturally into this timing, providing resources at exactly the right phase of the 24-hour cycle. When eaten regularly, at the same time each night, the body begins to anticipate this nourishment, optimizing enzyme production and digestion around it. Over time, this creates metabolic consistency, improving how efficiently the body processes and uses nutrients. It's this consistency, more than any single meal, that determines long-term muscle preservation and vitality. When viewed from a cellular perspective, the benefits of this creamy food are even more profound. The steady flow of amino acids protects muscle cells from oxidative damage, a key factor in aging. Mitochondria, the energy producers within each cell, thrive on a stable nutrient environment. The amino acids, calcium and phosphorus from this food help maintain mitochondrial density and function. As a result, the muscles remain energetic, capable of contraction, and resistant to fatigue. This sustained mitochondrial health is one of the most overlooked yet critical elements in reversing age-related muscle loss. When mitochondria remain active, energy production stays high and cells maintain their youthful resilience. Even small nightly servings can produce significant effects over time. The transformation is gradual but steady, improved strength, enhanced endurance, and better body composition every night. As the body enters its recovery phase, the nutrients from this food are quietly rebuilding the foundation of vitality. It's a process of slow but constant renewal where each night's rest becomes a powerful session of biological repair. By the time morning comes, the body has not just rested, but rebuilt itself, cell by cell, fiber by fiber, returning stronger, more stable, and more energized. The simplicity of this habit is what makes it so powerful. There are no complicated recipes or elaborate routines required, just a small bowl of a creamy, nutrient-dense food before bed. It aligns with the body's natural needs and rhythms, offering deep nourishment that works while you sleep. Each night becomes an opportunity for recovery and renewal, transforming the body's slow decline into steady restoration. Through consistent nourishment, the muscles retain their density, the metabolism stays active, and the body continues to function with the vitality it was meant to have.